Good evening. This is the Sultanate of Oman television with 7 o'clock news bulletin live from this news center. And first, the headlines. His Highness, the Deputy Prime Minister for the International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and personal representative of His Majesty the Sultan, receives the Ambassador of the United States of America. Gulf pricing rules for medicines and the unification of drug prices are the main topics of 33rd meeting of Gulf Drugs Pricing Committee. 6 reserve water tanks in various areas of the Governorate of Muscat are ready for use, and signing on the project of linking water networks in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira is in the offing. Thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. Reviewing aspects of bilateral cooperation between the Sultanate and the United States of America in various fields topped discussions of the meeting of His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and personal representatives of His Majesty the Sultan, with His Excellency Mark J. Sievers, Ambassador of the United States of America, accredited to the Sultanate. During the meeting, they discussed a number of issues that contribute in supporting relations between the two countries and achieving the mutual interest of both Omani and American nations. Studying Gulf pricing rules for medicines and discussing the unification of drug prices in the Sultanate and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia were the center of discussions at the 33rd meeting of Gulf Drugs Pricing Committee. The 3-day meeting being hosted by the Sultanate is discussing ministerial decisions related to the organization of the network of Gulf Committee for Drugs Pricing. It also will review and discuss objections raised by some medicine companies. 6 reserve water tanks in various areas of the Governorate of Muscat became ready for use. That was revealed by the Public Authority for Electricity and Water when reviewing its services before media means. These tanks will be used in emergency cases like disruptions in the main water distribution network. The authority revealed that the signing on the project of linking water network in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira with the desalination plant will be announced in the coming stage. It is as well stated that the opening of the water transmission line in Al Ghubra water pumping station has contributed efficiently in reducing water supply disruptions in the Governorate of Muscat. The authority added that the Governorate of Muscat will depend on desalination water by 100% after the completion of the desalination plant in the Wilaya of Qurayyat, in which the accomplished works reached the final stages. The National Center for Control and Monitoring plans to link all water distribution networks in the Governorate of the Sultanate after the completion of the project of linking the networks in the Governorate of Muscat, Al-Wusta and Masira Island. Agreement with Asas company to develop the main scheme of the Governorate of Musandam was the most important topic during the meeting of the Steering Committee for Tourism sector. The meeting also discussed a number of initiatives of the national program to enhance economic diversification tanfeed in the sector. The committee also reviewed offers received by the Ministry of Tourism about the preparation of general tourism schemes for the Governorates of Muscat and Musandam, Dakhiliya and South Sharqiya. It also dealt with an initiative to establish Oman Office for Tourism and Conferences and an electronic application that aims to promote touristic sites in the Sultanate and provide information to tourists. Preparation works are continuing by Omani Hajj Mission at Mina and Arafat camps to receive pilgrims coming from the Sultanate. New facilities and improvements were made for the safety and comfort of pilgrims. New fire-resistant tents were provided in these camps for the safety inside the camps. Air conditioning systems was replaced to keep pace with the increasing number of Omani pilgrims and expected high temperature during Hajj season. New restrooms were also built inside the Omani Hajj camps. The Assessment Committee on the 27th edition of Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran Memorization Competition conducted its primary assessment stage for the contest at the School of Imam Abu Hanifa Mosque for Holy Quran Memorization in Salalah. The competition aims to promote Holy Quran memorization among all segments of the Omani society and qualify a number of Omani youths to compete in Holy Quran International Contest. The committee listened to the recreation of some 85 male and female competitors. This is the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. The shrimp fishing season in the Sultanate waters starts in September.
حرارة الصيف وشمس حارقة تبعث فينا المسير مهللة البشرى بمبسم الطفل وأصالة الإنسان لتختلط بادية الرمال بالواحات الغناء نحو نسمات بحر وشلالات عين ماء بين الجبل والسهل تزهر البسمات يطيب لها الزائر وتستمتع بها العائلة. من رسوخ العادات قمم شامخة يجتمع عبق اللبان وطيب الكرم. مهرجان صلالة السياحية 2017 من 30 يونيو إلى 31 من أغسطس 2017. عمان، الرخاء والنماء.
Welcome back to the Sultanate of Oman television's news. The establishments of High Financial Auditing Authority and the call for more adherence to Sharia standards were some recommendations of Salalah First International Forum for Islamic Finance at the end of its works. The conference also urged to complete the issuance of the legislative system for Islamic financial industries and called upon Islamic finance establishments to choose arbitration as a means for settling financial disputes. The participants also urged Islamic finance establishments to exert more efforts to qualify their cadres to keep pace with the expansion of Islamic banking sector. Its aims and principles was the center of discussions of the government in the of discussions at the intellectual session organized by Capabilities Development Institute for the employees of Diwan of Royal Court in the Governorate of the Far. Some 110 employees took part in the event. It came to highlight the importance of governorates for national economy and establishments. The session shed light on various topics related to the concept of governorates and transparency and disclosure systems. Oman oil price October delivery today increased by $1 and 43 cents compared to the price of last Friday and reached $50.80 per barrel according to Dubai Mercantile Exchange. The average price of Oman oil September delivery reached $47.63 per barrel. The Sultanate participates in the 5th Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games, which will be held in the Turkmenistan capital Ashgabat in September. The event will witness the participation of 64 countries, which will compete in 21 games. The Sultanate was present at the opening ceremony in the Olympic Village, in which more than 100 media personnel from various world countries took part. The opening ceremony witnessed the display of old and traditional Turkmenistan dances in a country that is also renowned for horsemanship from ancient times. That's Ashgabat with the beautiful dances there. A number of military aspects between the Sultanate of Oman and India topped the discussions of His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser Al Rasbi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense, with His Excellency Devika Ranghuvanshi, Joint Secretary Department of Defense of India. During the meeting, they exchanged cordial talks and reviewed issues of mutual concern. Now, all the way to the sea, shrimp fishing season will start in September in the Sultanate's waters. And the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth announced its readiness for the season through completing all administrative guidance, awareness and monitoring procedures. This season comes 4 months after the start of lobster catching season and 1 month after the start of squid fishing season. The ministry ensured on enforcing fishing law and its regulations through intensifying the monitoring work. The ministry also organized a number of workshops on the importance of adhering to the fishing law and stick to the approved fishing tools. And now let's move to the general weather forecast. Around the Sultanate, cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains, with chances of intermittent drizzle. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be easterly to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and now to end this news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister for the International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and personal representatives of His Majesty the Sultan receives the Ambassador of the United States of America. Gulf pricing rules for medicines and the unification of drug prices are the main topics of 33rd meeting of Gulf Drugs Pricing Committee. And 6 reserve water tanks in various areas of the Governorate of Muscat are ready for use, and signing on the project of linking water networks in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira is in the offing. With that, we conclude this news bulletin. Please accept best wishes from Salim Al-Mauli and the entire news team and news editor Ahmed Al-Habsi. I'm Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, signing off for now.